Hello guys, today a bit of a different video. I'm going to cover some toy chameleons representing real species, and I'm going to give you facts about each one. So to start off, this fellow is the panther chameleon, one of the largest and by far most popular chameleons in the world, mainly because of how colorful this guy can get, because pretty much every color is possible with this species, and to demonstrate that, this guy is also a panther chameleon. This is the same species, it's just that these two are in different moods, and yes, I said moods, because contrary to common belief, chameleons mostly change color because of their mood, only some do for camouflage. And this guy is relaxed, because relaxed chameleons are usually turquoise, bright green, or brown. This guy is probably a bit infuriated by a competitor because when a different chameleon gets in one's way, then the chameleon that is infuriated will either turn like warm colors like red, and their patterns, if any, will get more visible, as we can see the stripes here. So this guy's probably infuriated by the other chameleon's presence. And if this chameleon was just genuinely in a bad mood, then he would be dark green or black. But it seems like he just doesn't want company of this relaxed chameleon, so I guess we'll let them chill separately. For comparison, here is a real-life living panther chameleon in the zoo. Do you see our next species? Well, even though I said that most chameleons change color because of their mood, which is true, some still do camouflage, and this globe-horned chameleon, that's the name of the species, is one of them. And he is relaxing because of his colors. But there's a special thing about this guy, actually gal, because this is a female, and how do I know this? Well, you might see this horn, it's a singular one, and males have a double horn, whilst females have a singular conjoined one like here, so this is actually a woman, and I guess we'll let her change color, because this rarity, as this is one of the rarest chameleons in the world, will change green once we pour some hot water on her, because that's how these toys work. So let's give it a shot. So it might be a bit hard to notice because of the camera's quality, but this chameleon right here just changed a bright green. So they're probably more relaxed or just, still in a good mood. So I guess we'll let this woman just be happy and walk away. Our next species is known as the rhinoceros chameleon. Again, this horn is where the name came from. Many chameleons have horns. And in this case, in this particular species, males have a larger horn, whilst with females it's barely visible. And females are actually half the size of males, as male rhinoceros chameleons are 24 centimeters long, whilst females only 12. And even though the horn is visible, it is still longer in males. This is a female because of the purplish color, because females turn purplish when they're pregnant, interestingly enough, meaning that this woman is awaiting a baby chameleon right now. And also, an interesting fact about males is that, like, generally during mating seasons, rhinoceros chameleons turn turquoise or just blue, or just different shades of blue in general. But with males, if they don't find a partner, their colors will turn pale. Interestingly enough. Now let's try to see if this chameleon will change color, because I'm not entirely sure. Let's give it a shot. Now let's try to see if this chameleon will actually change color, because earlier we ran out of water, so we came back to get some more. Anyways, let's see if the rhino chameleon will actually change color. He's getting noticeably brighter, though it might be hard to see as I mentioned earlier. This little fellow is known as the Cape Dwarf chameleon, and the reason why he's named like that is because he's one of the smaller chameleons in the group, only about 18 centimeters in length. And an interesting fact about Cape Dwarf chameleons is that those that live in open grasslands, which is generally more open areas, tend to have paler colors compared to those that live in dense bushy areas. So I suspect this guy lives somewhere open, because this blue on his back isn't really that vibrant in comparison to some other chameleons we've seen in this video. And you might see that he's wrapping his tail around a branch, as many chameleons do that, for example, for stability. And interestingly enough, here we have some kind of visitor, it seems. Either way, this guy is the only chameleon from this video that doesn't live on Madagascar, because the panther chameleon, the globe-horned chameleon, and the rhinoceros chameleon all live on Madagascar, but this guy lives around South Africa instead. So that's a fact. Now it's time for this guy, the Cape Dwarf chameleon, to change color, or at least attempt to. Pay attention to the belly. Again, this might be hard to see because of the camera's quality, but this guy's belly has turned dark green, which means that he's probably stressed or afraid of something. Wait, why are you running? It seems like what that other chameleon was scared of was not another chameleon, but a crocodile. Specifically, this is a saltwater crocodile. And you might see that on his body are several dark dots, and only juveniles have these, and these disappear with age. So let's speed up time by pouring warm water, of course, and see what happens. Now, as you might see, the dots from earlier have disappeared, which means we literally did just speed up time, and this guy is now an adult, because the dots are gone. Like so. So there you have it. 4 different species of chameleons. The globe-horned chameleon, 2 panther chameleons, a rhinoceros chameleon, and the Cape Dwarf chameleon, respectively. And a saltwater crocodile who decided to interrupt our video and hopefully didn't want to eat the Cape Dwarf chameleon. So I'm thankful that you've watched this little video. Here are some snakes for maybe a future one. Either way, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and the facts I presented. Yeah, have a nice day, and goodbye.